everyone, Dan Dieterich from TDA Insurance and Financial in Walled Lake, Michigan. Over the past few years, there's been a lot of changes in Michigan auto insurance laws, starting back in July 1st of 2020, where there was a change in the law where everybody used to have unlimited personal injury protection or PIP medical coverage on their auto insurance. This meant if you were ever injured as a driver or passenger, you'd collect unlimited medical benefits from your auto policy as a Michigan driver. So if you were paralyzed, for example, you'd be taken care of for life from the time the accident happened until your death at an unlimited dollar amount. Now, in July 1st of 2020, when they changed the law, they gave people more options than the unlimited, and in order to try to bring auto insurance premiums down in Michigan and also to try to get more drivers covered on the roads. Now, the fallout of that auto insurance law changes comes with a lot of repercussions that many consumers may not understand. So now where everybody used to have unlimited medical coverage through their auto insurance, through their PIP in Michigan, they now have choices. They can either keep the unlimited medical coverage, choose a $500,000 or $250,000 option that is just limited and will not take care of you once that $500,000 is up. They won't pay anything more. Same with the $250,000 option. Or there's now options where you can rely totally on your health insurance, whether it's through your employer or the individual marketplace, Medicare or Medicaid opt-outs as well. Now, the savings that were supposed to come from these changes, opting out of the unlimited medical coverage, are not as substantial as you might think. Usually it's only a difference of a couple $100 a year to sacrifice that unlimited medical coverage, as that's going to take care of you for life. Now, things to think about, and a lot of calls that we get are, oh, I have health insurance, I'm going to be covered when I'm injured in an auto accident. That's not always the case. There's a lot of things that the auto insurance medical coverage, the PIP, covers a lot more broadly than a standard health insurance policy. Whether that be home and vehicle modifications if you're paralyzed to help get you in and out of the car, in and out of the house, whether it's attendant care to have someone to come help you get dressed or help take care of you on your daily living activities. A lot of those coverages are limited on your normal health insurance policy. And not to forget to mention that you're also subject to all of your regular co-pays and deductibles when it comes to your health insurance policy, where there's usually just a one-time deductible on the PIP medical coverage. So a lot of things that we'd be sacrificing for a couple $100 in savings a year on your insurance that could come into play and be very important if you're ever seriously injured in an auto accident. This isn't just for drivers, this is for your young kids that if they're injured as passengers riding around in the car as well. So just want to make sure that people understand their options when it comes to the PIP medical coverage and not just go chasing the savings, but actually understand what you're opting out of if you're going to choose to take anything other than that unlimited coverage. So now if you're going to take anything other than the unlimited coverage, you're going to have to sign off on a bunch of forms every year, electing into that lower coverage and that you're accepting your risk. Now, the second piece of this is the liability exposure that it created for Michigan drivers. Now that drivers can opt out of that unlimited health insurance from their auto accidents, they can now sue you for unreimbursed medical bills. So if I injure somebody in an auto accident, and they don't have their unlimited coverage, unlimited PIP on their auto insurance, now they can come try to collect from my auto policy, my bodily injury liability limits for any of their unreimbursed medical bills. Now, Michigan being a no-fault state, even if you're not at fault in an accident, they can come after you for your unreimbursed medical bills. So our bodily injury liability exposure as Michigan drivers is all increased substantially. And how we protect ourselves from claims like that are by covering enough liability coverage to protect all of your assets. That's the rule of thumb in insurance here. So what we're offering to most of our clients over here at TDA is an umbrella policy that will sit on top of the underlying auto and home insurance limits. If they're ever exhausted from a lawsuit within a policy period, the umbrella would kick in with extra liability coverage to help cover that claim. So there's your little scoop and update 4 years later from Michigan Insurance PIP fallout or personal injury protection. If you have any questions, we have a whole tab on our website dedicated to resources for Michigan consumers and how this affects them and to help them make educated decisions when it comes to their insurance. Thank you, and always remember, it's a great day at TDA.